Reece James stars as the Blues brush Newcastle United aside with a dominant display at St James's Park. Watch until the end of this review to hear all of my thoughts on today's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my review of the match that took place earlier on today in the Premier League at St James's Park between Newcastle United and Chelsea, which Chelsea ended up winning by 3-0. Yes, we did it. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this review is that firstly, I will be giving you guys the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded at the start of today's match against Newcastle United. I will then be giving you guys my thoughts on the match itself, and as always, I will be breaking it down into the first half and the second half. And in addition to this, I will be giving you guys the positives and the negatives that I took from the match. And lastly, I will be giving you guys my thoughts on Chelsea's upcoming UEFA Champions League group stage match that will be taking place next Tuesday at the Alida Stadium against Malmo, with kickoff at 5:45 p.m. UK time. So without further ado, let's get straight into this review. So we kick things off by getting into the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded at the start of today's match against Newcastle United, and we shall begin by getting into the formation that he chose. And of course, it was a 3-4-3/3-4-2-1, as a lot of Chelsea fans would have expected before the game. But that's the formation that Thomas Tuchel chose. In terms of the personnel he went with, he decided to go with Edouard Mendy in goal. The back three consisted of Andreas Christensen in the right centre-back position, Thiago Silva in the centre of the back three, with Antonio Rudiger in the left centre-back position. The midfield four, including the two wing-backs, of course, from right to left, was Reece James at right wing-back, N'Golo Kante and N'Golo Kante and Jorginho, sorry. I was thinking of my lineup in my preview. Again, N'Golo Kante and Jorginho filling the two central midfield positions, with Ben Chilwell in the left wing back position. Sorry for making that mistake. Anyways, and the front three was Hakim Ziyech in the right forward position. Of course, it was Kai Havertz up front, and in the left forward position, it was Callum Hudson-Odoi. So that is the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded at the start of today's match against Newcastle United. Now, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the first half performance from my view, and I have to say that we started really well. Yes, Newcastle United did create some opportunities, if that makes any sort of sense to you guys. And I have to say that we looked good. We really did look good. We put them under lots of pressure, without really generating too many chances, if any at all. But as we saw the first half go on, we did manage to get in behind them. But on certain occasions, we were offside, and I'll give you just one of them. Hakim Ziyech did actually have the ball in the back of the net in the 29th minute. It was a brilliant shot, by the way. Brilliant curling shot that did see Carl Darlow try his best to get near it, but he didn't get anywhere near it. But anyways, he was just offside. He went a bit too early, and I have to say that he should have done better to stay on side. But anyways, we did have some decent chances in the first half, particularly towards the latter stages of the first half, I have to say. Hakim Ziyech had another chance where we saw some brilliant play down our right-hand side from Reece James. if I'm not mistaken. The ball came into the box, and I think Kai Havertz flicked it on, and Hakim Ziyech was literally isolated in the box, and Hakim Ziyech literally fired the ball over the bar from a few yards out. And when I saw that, I couldn't believe it because Hakim Ziyech is normally deadly from those positions. But um, it was a bad miss in my opinion, and he he definitely should have done better, and he'll know that. But it was a gilt-edged chance, and it was one of the few chances that we created in the first half. I'll be honest, Newcastle United were not a threat in the first half at all, bar the early stages where they created those opportunities to create opportunities, as I've said already. And I felt as though that is partly due to the fact that we were so good at the back. Um, and I have to say that whenever they tried to attack us, we were pressing them in numbers and we were winning the ball back really quickly, which was great to see. But overall, it was um, a flattering scoreline for Newcastle United because we were easily the better team. And it's just a shame that we didn't have anything to show for it at the end of the first half. But overall, it was a frustrating first half because of the fact that we had some gilt-edged chances um, to take the lead. But anyways, we shall now get into my thoughts on the second half. And honestly, it was pretty much the same. It was all Chelsea. We put more pressure on them. We were starting to get through on more occasions, and we were starting to get more shots on goal as well. And eventually, we get the opener, and it came through Reece James. It came as a result of Callum Hudson-Odoi putting the ball into the box, and the cross took a deflection off of Matt Ritchie, and it fell to Reece James. Took a touch with his dominant right foot, slammed it home with his weaker left foot, and I have to say, brilliant goal and a thoroughly deserved goal because we were easily the better team, and it's as simple as that. No one can dispute that we were the better team. No one can dispute that. I mean, no one can argue against us being the better team. Sorry for mixing my words up, but anyways, we were the better team up to that point, and it was a deserved goal, great goal as well. Um, Carl Darlow had absolutely no chance of saving it, and shortly after that, we got the second, and it came through Reece James. We progressed the ball through the centre. Um, if I'm not sorry. Um, Ruben Loftus-Cheek got the ball. He tried to shoot, but his shot got blocked, and it fell to Reece James, who just hit it with his right foot, and it flew past Carl Darlow sorry, it flew past Carl Darlow. That name doesn't roll off my tongue very easily. Before he knew before he knew anything about it, before he could even attempt to save it. It was that good of a shot. It was a powerful shot. It flew in. Um, no keeper is saving that. You could have five keepers in the net, and they wouldn't have got any. They would not have gotten anywhere near that strike. It was that good. But again, deserved. And then in the dying stages of the match, we got the third through a penalty, and definite penalty. Kai Havertz gets the ball. He got put through by, I think it was Ross Barkley, who came on for. I'm not even sure who he came on for, but he came on, and so did Ruben Loftus-Cheek, of course, and got into the box with the ball that was sent through by Ross Barkley, I think, and he took it past Carl Darlow, and Carl Darlow took him out with his leg. Definite penalty. He clipped him, and no one can dispute that. And Jorginho stepped up and drove it into the top right corner, giving Chelsea a thoroughly deserved 3-0 lead, which I still felt flattered Newcastle dearly because they were really poor. I expected them to come out and actually give us a test, but they really didn't. But overall, it was a dominant performance, a thoroughly deserved win for my boys, and I'm so happy. I am so happy because honestly, darlings, that was such a frustrating game, especially in the first half. But we got the job done. We managed to do it, and I'm very happy that we now sit 3 points clear at the very top of the Premier League table, thanks to Brighton and Hove Albion getting a draw at Anfield against Liverpool and Crystal Palace doing a job on Manchester City at the Etihad by beating them by 2 goals to nil. So we now sit we now sit 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League table, and full credit to both Crystal Palace and Brighton and Hove Albion. But anyways, in terms of the positives and the negatives that I took from the match, starting off with the positives, there are two. The first one is that we got the job done and everyone had a good game. It's as simple as that. Everyone had a good game, and Reece James deservedly got the Man of the Match award because not only did he score two fantastic goals, defensively he was solid. Um, he was putting some really good balls in. He was involved in some brilliant attacking play in the first half that should have seen us go into the lead, as I've said already. But it's as simple as that. He was really good today, and like I said already, he deserved to get the Man of the Match award. He made St James's Park his own, and he's on a goal scoring run this season. And full credit to him. He's made a lot of progress since he first came into the team. But anyways, that's the first positive that I took from today's match. The second positive that I took from today's match is the fact that it's another clean sheet for Edouard Mendy. Honestly, guys, he had next to nothing to do. Yes, Newcastle United had a shot on target, only one, but it didn't really test Edouard Mendy at all. And I'm so happy for him because he really should be on the Ballon d'Or shortlist. But anyways, that's for another day. But he was he didn't even he could have had a chair, a deck chair, a mat, a bowl of crisps, a cup of tea, and a book to read, and he still wouldn't have conceded. Newcastle United were that poor. But anyways, those are the two positives that I took from today's match. I do digress, by the way. Getting into the negative, there's only one, of course, and I've touched on this already, but I'll say it anyway. The only negative that I took from today's match is the fact that our positioning in parts of the first half, especially from an offensive point of view, wasn't the greatest. We did get caught offside quite a few times, and it was part of the reason as to why I felt as though the first half was frustrating. But that is something that I can guarantee you will be rectified over time, and um, you do still have to give the players credit for at least um, never mind, I lost my trail of thought. But anyways, that is it for my thoughts on today's match. Please, guys, do drop your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, I shall do my very best to respond. Let's move on. Now, we shall complete this review by getting into my thoughts on Chelsea's upcoming UEFA Champions League group stage match that will be taking place next Tuesday at the Elida Stadium against Malmo, with kickoff at 5:45 p.m. UK time. Honestly, guys, I do think that this will be a difficult game for us. Yes, I know for a fact that there are going to be a lot of fans out there who um, who will say that we should be wiping the floor with this Malmo team. But I do think that this will be a difficult game because Malmo will be playing us at their ground. They will have a lot more fans supporting them, of course, and um, the atmosphere could actually help Malmo um, in terms of their performance. So I wouldn't be surprised if we found it difficult on Tuesday. Having said that, and I have to be honest, um, having said that, I do believe that we have what it takes to go to Sweden and get the job done. If we do get the job done, then we will only need one more point to qualify for the last 16. So that is an extra incentive for us to go out there and get the job done. But I do expect a difficult game, and that's all I'm going to say for now because of course I will be doing a preview for that game. But anyways, that is it for this review. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I shall see you all very soon for some more videos. Come on, you Blues. Come on, Thomas Tuchel, and peace. Yes, we did it. In a bit, darlings.